so be it.
Doubleheader night. Good night to start early.
So we have the boys coming up against Community later this evening. But here, first of all, we have the Lady Cats versus North Lamar in a District 14 4A game. This is the first district game of the season for both teams. And so this is a very key game for Sulphur Springs. North Lamar has dominated the district the last couple of years, and Lady Cats really need to get a win here at home against North Lamar tonight. Lady Cats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. Lady Cats tonight will start London Pennell, a freshman. Riley Ivory, a sophomore, will be the point guard. Riley Godbold, another freshman. Two freshmen starting for the Lady Cats tonight. Of course, Rainey Johnson, the senior center, and Cammie Shack, a forward, and a junior will start for the Lady Cats this evening. For North Lamar, the starters Lacey Webster, a 5'7 junior, Chris Malone, a 5'9 junior, Alexa Lane, 5'11 senior, Kyra Carey, 5'11 sophomore, and Avery Curtis, a 5'7 sophomore.
So we got some underclassmen on both sides. It's going to be a rivalry for time to come.
Lady Cats come into the game 10-11 in pre-district play. North Lamar 13-9. They had a couple of common opponents. They both lost to Maybank and Caddo Mills. Here is the tip, and the Lady Cats control it, and we are underway. From Wildcat Gym, Lady Cats versus North Lamar, and then later on tonight, Wildcat boys against Community. Lady Cats have the ball in the front court, moving right to left. It's Cammie Shack down the low post. She turns and shoots, a little bit short, but the offensive board taken there by, let's see, that was London Pennell. Her shot no good, and as North Lamar comes back down the floor, there's a traveling call against the Pantherettes. Wildcats in their white home uniforms, royal blue numbers and trim outlined in gold. North Lamar's colors are blue and gold, but they wear the royal blue uniforms and gold numbers tonight.
North Lamar started off in a man-to-man.
Ball knocked out of bounds off one of the Pantherettes over the baseline. Lady Cats will inbound to the right of the basket. Just underway, no score. Bounce pass for Rainey Johnson. She banks it off the glass, no good, but the rebound on the floor is contested and taken now by North Lamar. Looked like Cammie Shack was going to get it.
Just needed to be a little stronger with her hands, but good try, good effort.
North Lamar in the front court, rocking the ball. Lady Cats in a zone defense. And loose ball on the floor, 50-50 ball, and we have a tie, and it looks like the arrow pointing at North Lamar.
That'll be them. There's already in their end zone, so that's a good time to tie it up.
No score, 6:59 to go, first period. Inbounds play on the baseline to the right of the basket as we look at it. And swing it around, shot from the corner is good.
Number 11, Malone.
Chris Malone with a three-pointer to put North Lamar up 3-0, the first lead of the night for either team. Lady Cats in the front court. Riley Ivory, point guard. Over to Riley Godbolt, now on the high post to Cammie Shack. Shack in the corner for London Pennell, and Pennell up with the shot. Rattles off, but we have a foul.
Going to be a three-point shooter, number 10.
Lacey Webster, 5'7 junior. With
going to be 3 shots coming up. Is that Pennell?
Yeah.
The hair is in the way again.
Well, I made note of that during the warm-up, that her hair would be covering her number, so I've taken account of it. She misses the first shot.
You say she's a freshman.
She is a freshman.
That's good.
London Pennell, a 51% free throw shooter. Second shot is good.
That'll look better.
She's averaging 1.2 points per game, but again, just a freshman. 3-1, North Lamar has the early lead. Here comes the third shot for Pennell, and that one's perfect.
We'll take 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3 will do the job. Here comes North Lamar up the floor. Across the midcourt line now is Chris Malone. Lady Cats in a zone defense. It's like a 2-3 zone. Malone, near side, pass to the top of the free throw line, and the shot no good there by Avery Curtis. And Rainey Johnson the rebound for Sulphur Springs. Here come the Lady Cats.
We'll hear Rainey Johnson with the rebound a lot of times tonight.
Right. Lady Cats working in the front court, driving the baseline is London Pinnell, and she is tied up, but before that she travels.
I like the way she jumped. She had her mind made up, but then they blocked it off. She's got to stay under control.
3-2 North Lamar. Pantherettes into the front court. Looking at a 2-3. Lady Cat zone here is Malone for 3, and it high off the rim, no good. And North Lamar gets the rebound. Another shot from about 8 feet off the glass, no good, and the Lady Cats come down with the rebound. Here comes Sulphur Springs, down 3-2. And Sulphur Springs timeout. Head coach Kevin Tanton wants a timeout, trailing 3-2, 5:29 to go. First period. This is Lady Cats basketball on KSST.
30-second timeout.
Right. Okay, well, this should be I don't think we have any 60-second spot. Bring it on back. Lady Cats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. 3-2 North Lamar. 5:29 to go first period. Lady Cats inbound on the near side right in front of us.
I think they wore each team out with that 30-minute warm-up.
Pass on the high post to Cammie Shack. Great feed to Pinnell. Pinnell's shot is off the mark and goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Sulphur Springs.
Really nice feed. If Pinnell had been a little more in front where she could have used the board, I think we'd have had that.
Great bounce pass by Cammie Shack, high to low. Shack for 3, got it! Cammie Shack with a three-pointer for Sulphur Springs.
And she didn't take a big wind-up. She got it, she set her feet and went, so I like that.
5-3, the Lady Cats on top. North Lamar working the ball in the front court against the Sulphur Springs zone. Here is a three-point attempt, rattles off. Long rebound out to North Lamar and Chris Malone. Pantherettes keep the basketball. Driving to the baseline is Avery Curtis. And now down the low post, they give it up, and it's taken away by Rainey Johnson, wasn't it?
Well, Cammie blocked it with her elbows. The girl from North Lamar just got way overmatched and went ahead and decided she was going to shoot.
And then Rainey Johnson came up with the ball. Here's a three-pointer off by London Pinnell, but the Lady Cats get the long rebound. That's Riley Ivory that gets it. Now Ivory for 3, and high off the rim, no good, and the rebound for North Lamar by Curtis.
I like the fact that we're not hesitating on our shots. We're moving toward the basket and shooting.
5-3, Sulphur Springs with the lead. Skip pass, right to left, and a long shot off the rim, too flat was the shot, and the Lady Cats get the board, and here they come back up the floor.
No pressing by either team, so they're going to let them each side set up in the half court, so we'll see who can run their offense best.
Lady Cats swing it around the perimeter, left to right. Here's a skip pass, and now Godbolt for 3, left side, rattles off. Rainey Johnson, the rebound inside, kicks it back outside for Riley Ivory. Bluffs the shot, pulls up from about 16 feet, and way off the mark, off the glass.
We need Johnson to go back up where she was. Big long three there from the logo.
More than an NBA 3 by
that was a Caitlin.
Alexa Lane. And we have a foul on the rebound attempt. That went
foul
against
on Pinnell.
London,
first team.
London Pinnell, the foul. Inbounds play on the baseline, right of the basket. They get it in. North Lamar going to give it up as there was a attempted bounce pass from the far side of the court to the near side, and it just was way off the mark there and rolled out of bounds.
A little sloppy in the first quarter. We'll see if it tames up a little bit.
Jordan Jones was the intended receiver, so to speak, but no chance to get to it. So Lady Cats in the front court leading 5-3. Rainey Johnson with a pass high over her head to Pennell. Now back to Johnson on the baseline, near side to Pennell. Outside the circle, now to Riley Ivory. And now it goes to Godbold on the baseline, misses the shot. Cammy Shack gets the rebound, goes up, and the putback is good, and there's a foul.
There we go. Counting the bucket, 21. Jordan Jones, her first. Team second.
So Cammy Shack with the basket puts the Lady Cats up 7-3. And the free throw in and out, no good. 4-point lead, 7-3 for Sulphur Springs. 2:42 to go, first quarter. Here's a three-pointer for North Lamar, off the glass and good.
I don't know if she called bank or not, but I guess we got to give it to her. So that's all they've got is 2 threes at the moment, but that's keeping them in range.
Kyra Carey about step outside the left side of the three-point arc, 7-6. Lady Cats on offense in the front court. Here's Riley Ivory driving down the lane, and a whistle and a foul is called.
Going against North Lamar on a block, 24. Avery Curtis, her first. That's the third team, I think. That's what I've got. Yep. So side out.
Inbounds play for Sulphur Springs on the baseline to the right of the basket. Riley Ivory goes way outside to Cammy Shack, back to Ivory. Ivory makes a move inside, now to Shack for three, rims out. And the rebound for North Lamar by Chris Malone, and a whistle and a foul.
That's going on Ivory, number 12, her first.
Riley Ivory, the Lady Cat sophomore.
Team second.
Teams will go to the bonus on the fifth foul of the quarter, and then they'll shoot 2 shots, according to the rules of high school basketball.
I had to look that up again. I couldn't believe I forgot it because this new book has it differently.
Well, I don't know that rule applies everywhere, Tony. It certainly is not the case in college basketball. Here's a shot for 3 for North Lamar. That is Chris Malone.
Her second three. They've only got 3 threes, but now they've got the lead.
9-7. North Lamar with the lead. Lady Cats on attack. Riley Ivory, bounce pass to Riley Godbolt. And now down low to Cammy Shack. Shack makes a move to the basket and lost the ball but got it back. Kicks it outside to London Pennell. Her three-pointer way off the mark and clangs off the glass. Here comes North Lamar with the rebound. Pantherettes in the front court. Malone, nice move on Rainey Johnson, driving to the baseline, and she is cut off by Cammy Shack, but I think Cammy going to be called for the foul here.
I'm not real sure that was a foul. She just totally engulfed her, stole the ball, but they didn't like it, so that's first personal on Cammy. Going to be a shooting foul. That's number 11.
Chris Malone, who has 2 3-pointers, and she misses the first free throw there.
Without anybody doing the backcourt pressing, we're not going to have breakaways today, so scoring may be at a premium.
And she makes the second shot. North Lamar leads by 3. Their biggest lead, 1 minute to go, first period. Lady Cats on offense in the front court. Ball almost taken away, but the Lady Cats get it back. And Rainey Johnson misses a 3 on the left side down near the baseline. Loose ball on the floor.
Going against the Lady Cats.
Tie ball, and it'll be North Lamar's ball in the backcourt. 49.
Cammy Shack again. That's her second.
Oh, they did call the foul. Missed that.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 2 fouls on Cammy Shack.
Yep, we'll have to keep an eye on that. 42 seconds left in the first quarter.
10-7, North Lamar leads. Pantherettes working the ball in the front court. They go in the high post to Malone. Malone in the corner. And now for 3. It is good.
21, Jones.
Jordan Jones. They have 4 3-pointers.
Threes already.
Yeah, 13-7.
We're going to have to do a little better job of rotating.
6-point lead for North Lamar. 16 seconds on the clock in the quarter. Lady Cats working it around the perimeter. Riley Ivory way outside. Ball over her head. Skip pass to Godbolt. Now to London Pinnell up high to Cammie Shack. Backdoor cut. And we have a foul just before the buzzer. I believe we do.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-shot foul. They'll probably clear the benches. Number 11, Malone, her first. Team 4, which doesn't matter now, and Riley Ivory's going to get 2. So let's see if we can close out with 2.
Ivory, a 47% free throw shooter. Did she miss that?
She
couldn't
missed
see
it
quite well.
She missed
I just saw it brush the net. I wasn't sure if it went through or not. So she misses the first shot. Second
She
shot
missed
also. This one off to the left.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter at 13-7, North Lamar.
6-point lead for North Lamar. And this is Lady Cats basketball on KSST. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, James. Oh. I see. Well.
Four threes to 1. That won't work.
Lady Cats and the North Lamar Pantherettes, the first District 14 4A game of the season here on the floor at Sulphur Springs High School. And after the first quarter, North Lamar has a 13-7 lead. Lady Cats led by as many as 4 points there during the first quarter. Sulphur Springs will have the ball to start the second period here.
When you got 4 threes, you got to keep up. And Sulphur gave those up to North Lamar.
Inbounds play at midcourt, and the ball taken away from Riley Ivory by Chris Malone. And a nice pass down the flank on the right side, but the shot missed, driving the baseline. And here's a shot for North Lamar on the right side, about 6 feet out off the glass. Good.
That's going to go on Johnson.
And a foul on the play.
Her first. Team first for the second quarter.
Basket by Jordan Jones. That gives her 5 points in the game. Jones for North Lamar will have a chance to make a 3-point play. 15-7 now, an 8-point lead for North Lamar.
North Lamar is getting a lot of rotation and throwing it to the weak side, and so far Sulphur's not covering it.
And she makes the free throw. Gives her 6 points in the game. 16-7, a 9-point lead for North Lamar. Lady Cats in the front court. Presley Hardy in the game for Sulphur Springs. Cammie Shack now. It goes to Riley Ivory. Back to Hardy. Hardy way outside. Cammie Shack up high. Making a move. Down the lane. Spins. Puts it up from 6 feet. In and out. No good. And loose ball on the floor. Contested and won by North Lamar. Way down the floor and making a great play defensively for Sulphur Springs is Riley Godbolt.
That's good hustle because that was going to be a snowbird.
She knocked it out of bounds and makes them throw it in over on the far side. So as Tony said, might have saved a basket there. 16-7, North Lamar on top. Pantherettes working in the front court. Pass down low, and we have a foul.
I hope that's on Ivory. It is.
Riley Ivory gets her second foul. Tony, I think
Team second.
Thinking about Cammie Shack with 2 fouls already.
I didn't want that.
And free throw rattles in and out by Alexa Lane. 5'11" senior. I seem to remember Alexa Lane having a big night here last season for North Lamar. She misses the second shot too, but now North Lamar gets the ball back as the Lady Cats coming back up the floor. Here's a three-pointer off the rim. Inside, North Lamar gets the rebound. Put back is in and out. Over the baseline, and it goes back to North Lamar.
We've got bodies under there, but we're not blocking out, and North Lamar is keeping it in play.
16-7. Pantherettes on top. Inbounds play to the left of the basket. Bounce pass down low. Malone hooks one off the glass, no good, and the Lady Cats give the ball back to North Lamar after KK Montgomery in
Lane
the game
stole it.
had rebounded, and then North Lamar takes it away. There's a foul. Did we pick up?
Ivory is the foul, third personal, third team. And now Lane, she's missed 3 in a row now. We're fortunate right there.
Alexa Lane shooting 2 shots, fouled on that putback attempt. But Lady Cats have Riley Ivory, their point guard, in foul trouble with 3. And the second shot good.
1 out of 4.
Alexa Lane, her first point of the night. 17-7, a 10-point lead for North Lamar. Lady Cats working the ball in the front court. KK Montgomery out top. Presley Hardy inside to Cammie Shack, kicks it back out to McWhorter for 3. Hits the side of the backboard. Cammie Shack gets the rebound for Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats keep the ball. Down by 10. Cammie Shack way outside. Shack to Ivory. Skip pass over to Rainey Johnson. Pass inside intended for Montgomery, but taken away by North Lamar. And here come the Pantherettes on the run, leading by 10. Pass underneath. Beautiful pass from Alexa Lane to Jordan Jones, and Jones banks it off the glass for the bucket. 19-7. North Lamar leads by 12. Timeout, Sulphur Springs. This is Lady Cats basketball on KSST. It's a full timeout you can run to if you want.
I kind of think Lane last year had some long threes.
Yep.
Had something like 24 points or something like that, 4 or 5 threes.
Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Trying to look up the score sheet from the game here last year against North Lamar. We're thinking that Alexa Lane had a really big night for the Lady Cats. Or for North Lamar, I should say.
Well, she shot one Caitlin Clark link from the logo here, and I'm thinking she shot several of those last year and made them.
We'll look at that at halftime and pull that information up for you. Right now it's a 12-point lead for North Lamar, 19-7. Lady Cats have the ball in the front court, moving right to left. Riley Ivory gets it down low to Cammie Shack, back outside to Godbolt. Godbolt misses for 3. A little bit short, and over the baseline and back to North Lamar.
We haven't scored in a while. We have not scored this quarter for certain, but I don't think we've scored the last couple of minutes of the first.
Lady Cats outscored 6-0 here in the second quarter. And a shot down low.
Third.
Off the glass, no good, but we have another foul.
Cammie's third.
And that's 3 on Cammie Shack, the Lady Cat Junior, who is leading the team in scoring, averaging 11.6 per game.
Number 12, Lane, makes the first.
Alexa Lane shooting 2, fouled in the act of shooting down low. And it's a 13-point lead for North Lamar. And she makes them both, and it's a 14-point
She's getting her stroke now.
North Lamar has won at least 6 in a row against Sulphur Springs over the last 3 seasons.
They've been the class of the district.
14-point lead for North Lamar. Lady Cats have the ball in the front court. Maddie McWhorter outside the three-point arc. Now it is Riley Presley, left side of the arc. Now Riley Godbold out between the circles. She goes to Rainey Johnson on the left side. Skip pass to KK Montgomery. Cammie Shack thought about shooting a three. On the dribble, and the ball knocked free.
Stays here.
There by Kyra Carey of North Lamar, but it goes off her fingers out of bounds, and so Lady Cats will keep the ball, and Cammie Shack going to sit down with 3 fouls now at this point.
So far, we're not reacting to the physicality of the defense for North Lamar, not at all. They're a lot more aggressive.
Take away by North Lamar, 2-on-1 break, and runner off the glass, no good, but the rebound one for Sulphur Springs. And that is Presley Hardy who got the rebound.
Really strong, took that away. Could have been a tie ball, and she took it. That's what we need, some aggression.
And Hardy brought it across the midcourt line. Now the Lady Cats working the ball around the perimeter. Hardy has it up high and holds it up high over her head. That looks like a man-to-man defense for North Lamar.
It is for North Lamar, and we're 5 feet beyond the three. We got nothing inside. All we're doing is running around. North Lamar's got us going right now. We got to do it.
Godbolt to McWhorter. Again, they're keeping it outside here. And a pass intended for Rainey Johnson goes back into the backcourt, and it'll go back to North Lamar.
Yep.
A defensive pressure by North Lamar really giving the Lady Cats fits right now.
They're just about 20% more active on both ends of the floor, and it's showing right now, and we've got no answer.
Inbounds play. Oh, taken away there by Presley again, giving the Lady Cats a spark.
Yep, she's helping.
But it was picked up in the backcourt for North Lamar by Chris Malone. Malone across the midcourt line, guarded closely by Riley Godbolt. And Lady Cats gone to a man-to-man now, it looks like, Tony.
Well, I hadn't looked.
Pass underneath, great
22.
feed. And it's Kyra Carey who banks it off the left side of the glass for the bucket. 23-7, a 16-point lead for North Lamar. Lady Cats led by as many as 4 in the first quarter. Here's a loose ball. Lane picked up by North Lamar behind the back dribble. And the shot missed by Alexa Lane from the left elbow, and Lady Cats rebound. And that is Rainey Johnson across the midcourt line. To McWhorter. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. 23-7 North Lamar. Rainey Johnson working over on the far side. Lady Cats move right to left. There's a huge three-point attempt.
I think that was a pass. Just way long.
Hard to tell.
Good job, Johnson.
Shot blocked down low by Rainey. And we have a foul. Yeah, I thought that was a pass at first, too. Then it hit off the rim, and I had to change my impression of it.
Yeah, 23. Godbolt on the foul, her first. That's the 5th, so they're going to be shooting the rest of the quarter.
Jordan Jones going to the line. 23-7 North Lamar. And the first shot is good. Jones now 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 points in the first half. 5'11", sophomore.
We still have not scored in the quarter either. We were getting 0 inside. Should have a lane violation, and we do. No points. So that one left undone. It's going to stay 24-7.
17-point lead for North Lamar.
Lane has taken over both ends for North Lamar. She's real aggressive defensively, and the offense is really going.
London Pinnell back in the game for Sulphur Springs, dribbling around the perimeter from left to right. Now it's Rainey Johnson way outside. Johnson goes back to Pinnell. Now Riley Presley Hardy it is, driving inside, and she is fouled.
It's going to be on 21 for North Lamar.
That's Jordan Jones.
Jordan Jones second. Team's first, and Hardy shooting 2.
Presley Hardy who has
She's given us a little spark.
She has. She has not shot a free
There we
throw
go.
this year, but now she's one
She's
for
one for one, and breaks the seal from the quarter.
Younger sister of Wildcat football stalwart Grayson
2
Harding.
for 2.
She makes them both. That's
Good
the
job.
first points of the quarter for Sulphur Springs.
Well, she's come in and shown some aggressiveness both ends of the floor. That's what we got to have. Good defense there by Ivory, but could get a 10 second count.
And knifing inside with a layup is Alexa Lane for North Lamar. Driving all the way to the basket, putting it up with the right hand, and it's 26-9.
She's just a different speed at the moment.
17-point lead for North Lamar. Lady Cats throw it away over the baseline. And it goes back to the Pantherettes with 1:30 to go in the half.
We can see from the bench here what Hardy's fixing to do, or Lane is doing, but the Lady Cats are not seeing it from the floor.
With Lamar in the front court and driving inside for a runner. A little bit of a running hook off the glass, no good, and the Lady Cats come down with the ball. Riley Ivory across the midcourt line to Rainey Johnson, now to London Pinnell outside the arc on the near side with 1 minute to go in the half. 26-9 North Lamar. Rainey Johnson, a long three, air ball. Over the baseline, back to North Lamar.
Tried to force it a little bit. That whole series there, we only had one person cut to the paint at all. We're doing everything 4 feet outside the 3 line with pressure.
Chris Malone across the midcourt line for North Lamar with 44 seconds left to go. Lady Cats back to their zone defense here, and it is knocked away by London Pinnell. She cannot control it. Lost it over the sideline in front of us, and it goes back to North Lamar, but a nice defensive effort there by London.
I like her as a freshman. She's shown a little bit of savvy with us.
Jordan Joan inbounds for North Lamar. Ball knocked free over on the far side, but off the Lady Cats, and inbounds play near midcourt for North Lamar. 32 seconds in the half. 26-9, North Lamar. Get it in, and here's a terrific feed. Underneath,
22.
and the basket is good by Kyra Carey, and the feed by Alexa Lane.
They're doing a good job of driving to the weak side and bounce pass to the offside for a layup.
Lady Cats trailing 28-9. Ball in the front court for Sulphur Springs, and a pass errant. And goes back to North Lamar.
7 seconds.
Yeah, 7 seconds to go.
Hopefully just no foul.
28-9, North Lamar. Malone on the dribble. Inside, and ball knocked free there just before the buzzer. And she cannot get up that shot that she had in mind. So we go to halftime, 28-9. North Lamar on top. And we'll come back and recap the first half for you when Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSS2. Yeah.
Mercy. If we don't get anything going, hit people inside, well, we're not going to catch up on this one, period.
Yep.
They're just a different speed.
I've got them 15-2 over Sulphur Springs in the second quarter.
That's it. 2 free throws, not a bucket, one.
Lady Cats basketball brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks, 28-9. North Lamar leading at halftime. And Tony, I was looking at some comparative scores. That's always a dangerous thing to do today. But Sulphur Springs and North Lamar both lost to Maybank and Caddo Mills by comparable scores. Lady Cats lost to Maybank 45-41 and Caddo Mills 54-45. North Lamar lost to Caddo Mills 45-36 and Maybank 55-46. So that gave me some encouragement when I looked at that. But,
well, I don't think we're that unevenly matched. It's just that so far the North Lamar man-to-man is keeping our entire offense 2 to 3 steps outside the three-point line, and we've only got one person inside, and we're not getting the bounce passes and driving, whereas North Lamar is parking somebody down low, having a drive to the weak side and bouncing for layups. So we haven't figured that part out just yet.
That's happened several times. I think it's been Alexa Lane to Kyra Carey at least a couple of times. Lane up high on the dribble, and then that diagonal bounce pass to the block on the opposite side.
Right now, Lane is head and shoulders above the rest of the court as far as knowing what she wants to do and being able to pull it off. So are we able to curtail her some? I hope, because if we don't, it's going to get ugly in the second half.
Would you go to a full court press early in the second half, or is that too early for that?
Well, we got two starters with 3 fouls each, so you can't really, which Cammie shouldn't be pressing anyway, but you've got Ivory that's a starter with 3, so you run the risk of losing her. So I don't know.
Lady Cats
go ahead.
Outscored in the second quarter 15-2.
Yeah, it was ugly. And it's a matter of we just couldn't get the ball over the top. They're forcing us out, and every pass we've got has got to be over the top. And when we do have somebody flash in the middle, it's like we wait till they stop, and then we decide we're going to throw it, and by that time the defense has reacted. So it's like I say, we can see what they want to do, and North Lamar is seeing it too, and we're just not doing it at our end.
Lady Cats led by 4 points early in the first quarter, but it has been all North Lamar since then. As Tony pointed out, Sulphur Springs went a long time without scoring in the latter part of the first quarter and well into the second quarter.
I'm going to say we went at least 5 minutes between the two.
I think maybe more than that. The boys' teams on the floor right now warming up for the next game. We have the Wildcat boys against Community in a game after this game between the Lady Cats and North Lamar. So if you're in the area, come on out. You can see the second half of the Lady Cats game, and there's another game yet to come against Community. And I tell you, just looking at these Community guys,
they look pretty sharp.
They are pretty strong looking, aren't they?
Yep, they're impressive in warm-ups.
They really are. So it'll be the Wildcats versus Community coming up after the Lady Cats game here tonight.
We're competing against the national championship semifinal football today, but come on out and support these Cats.
So it is 28-9, North Lamar over Sulphur Springs at halftime. We'll take another break, come back and talk some more Lady Cats and Wildcats basketball. And Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSS2. No, make it 2.
What's our upcoming schedule? With girls
next Tuesday night against Texarkana Pleasant Grove at home.
Girls or boys?
Girls.
Okay.
Boys don't play again until they're off Tuesday, as I read it, and then they're at home next Friday night.
That should start district.
Right. In Pittsburgh, I think.
Yeah. So the boys are Friday, so we'll have Tuesday. We're going to probably start having both.
Lady Cats basketball, KSST. I found that score sheet from last year. And Alexa Lane only had 7 points. I think she impressed us with a long 3 early in the game. Like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Rosalind Spencer, a senior, had 16 points.
Maybe that's who it is.
Game.
We were glad she graduated then. But Lane, I think you said Lane's a junior?
No, she is now a senior.
Is she good?
Yeah.
Good riddance. Although she only has 5 points, but she's completely controlled the pace of the ball game, and if we could keep up with assists, she's got probably 5 or 6 assists.
Right. North Lamar last year 25-10, and then they went 2-1 in the playoffs. They have had 4 consecutive 20-win seasons. Their head coach is Brittany Tisdale. You say she is the daughter of
Billy McSteed, the longtime Quitman and Parish coach. Really good guy and a really excellent basketball coach. He always stayed on the boys' side, but he retired a couple of years ago from Parish.
Well, I'd say he has passed his knowledge on to his daughter.
If she'll listen, she'll learn something, because Billy Mack was the man. He was, as an official, he could really light you up, and I had him several times, and to my credit, it wasn't anything like I did it, but he never really chewed me. He trusted me, and if he has a trust in you, he's going to coach the ball game. Now, if he thought he could get an edge, he would light you up.
Tony, as a lot of you know, refereed football, basketball, baseball, and softball for 25 years, so he kind of knows what he's talking about. In District 14 4A for the girls, by the way, Pleasant Grove, which comes in here next Tuesday night, and we'll broadcast that game on KSSC. That's going to also be a big game.
Yep.
Pleasant Grove is 8-4. These are all non-district games. Pittsburgh 9-6. North Lamar 13-9. Sulphur Springs 10-11 coming in here. Bonham 9-10. Paris 5-11. That's in
so really, normally the way it goes is North Lamar is the class, and us and Pleasant Grove are battling out for the number 2 seed and so forth. And by your standings right there, actually 9 losses for North Lamar. I'm going to say they probably played some decent competition in the tournament phase.
I meant to look up today whether North Lamar is state ranked, and you could find that out real quickly, Tony.
I would be surprised if they are.
I think with 9 losses, they probably are not.
Yeah. I think I lost my app. I don't know where it is.
Well, they'll be very competitive all the way through. I'll tell you that.
Yep. As long as Lane can play, they're viable, because she drives the bus. So it's going to be North Lamar's ball out.
Right. North Lamar will have the ball to start the third quarter, leading 28-9. And now they're moving from right to left. Lady Cats start out in a zone defense. Looks like a 2-3 zone. And from the right elbow, a shot missed for North Lamar, and the rebound by Rainey Johnson for Sulphur Springs.
Still nobody pressing. We've had about 2 weeks of nobody pressing, boys or girls.
Lady Cats have the ball in the front court. And Riley Ivory will put it up from about 18 feet. Just off the free throw line. Off the back heel, no good. And here comes North Lamar down the floor.
Good job, Rainey, or Cammie stole that ball.
Chris Malone had it down low. Looked like she was going to get a good shot, but Cammie Shack steps in for Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats into the front court. Rainey Johnson has it up high. Now to Riley Ivory. Now over to London Pinnell, the freshman over on the far side. Rainey Johnson skip pass to Pinnell. Lady Cats again having a hard time getting it inside. High post to Cammie Shack. Shack to Pinnell and to Riley Ivory. Ivory thought about a long three. Thought better of it. Remember, no shot clock in high school basketball. Over on the far side, London Pinnell. Now Riley Ivory has it. Left side of the arc, ball high up over her head. Pinnell now near side, outside. Camby Shack outside, just going around the perimeter. And they try to go down low on the baseline to London Pinnell. It's off her hands and goes back to North.
Tipped, yeah, but out of that whole sequence, I never saw any of the Lady Cats move a foot like they were going to try to get off a set shot there, and we're 2-3 steps outside the 3 line. So we got to get some shots off.
Good job. Takeaway by Rainey Johnson.
Good anticipation.
Flashing inside to make the interception for Sulphur Springs. 28-9. North Lamar, and that is a takeaway for North Lamar by Chris Malone. And Malone taking it the distance to the basket. She misses the shot, but she's fouled.
And that's going to be 4 on Ivory.
Riley Ivory, the sophomore point guard. Sulphur Springs can hardly afford to lose her.
Yep, that's where you just give her the 2 points.
And Malone makes the free throw. It gives her 8 points in the game. 5'9" junior.
Hardy's going to come in for Ivory. You have to get her out.
Yeah, Ivory averaging 10.7 points per game for the Lady Cats, second on the team.
But that's where she's a sophomore, and with experience, made the second. With experience, she'll just give up the 2 and stay in the game.
30-9 as Malone makes both free throws, so it's a 21-point lead for North Lamar. Here is Cammy Shack driving the baseline on the right side for Sulphur Springs, misses the shot. Rebound to North Lamar. Coming back up the floor, we have a foul.
That's going to be.
Is that on Cammy?
Well, I don't know. I guess they. It was going to be. I guess they just called side out.
We have a timeout with North Lamar leading 30-9. This Lady Cats basketball on KSST.
They are saying 4. It had to have been a foul, and it's going to be on Cammy, and she now has 4. So.
Taking a break.
They haven't marked it on the board. They have 2 fouls. Yeah, we've got 2 on the second half.
James, just one spot here. So we were a little bit uncertain if the foul had been called on Cammy Shack, and apparently it was. So she now has 4 fouls.
Yep, that one was just luck of the draw. The girl kind of lost the ball, and Cammy ran up on her, and she wasn't going anywhere.
So Sulphur Springs with its 2 top scorers, Cammy Shack and Riley Ivory, with 4 fouls, with 5:48 left to go in the third quarter.
That's a lot of ball game left to have 2 people with 4 fouls.
And to be down 21 points.
Yeah. They can't play the rest of the third unless you just decide, go ahead and let's see what we can get.
Mercy.
Kevin Tanton calling a full timeout again, just trying to get a little bit of rhythm going, break the string.
Kevin Tanton, the Lady Cats' first-year head coach.
Oh, that's a walk.
Backdoor cut and a little shuffling there of the feet from Chris Malone, but she had her player, her teammate, breaking from left to right.
Yeah, what we had there was the minute the ball came in, they double teamed to get rid of the point. So that's a change that Kevin made at the timeout. Let's see if it pays dividends.
Lady Cats in the front court. Here's a long 3, high off the heel, and then it hits the top of the backboard.
At least she shot it, though. That's the deal. We got to put the ball on the rim.
Was that Godbolt?
Yes.
Riley Godbolt missing the 3.
She was still a couple of feet outside the 3, but you got to put the ball up on the rim. We double team at top again.
Lady Cats again now have not scored here in the quarter. Alexa Lane with the dribble. They take it over to the far side.
Number 10.
And a foul on Sulphur Springs. This
Pennell.
goes London Pennell, her second.
Team third. Just side at, whoa, they called it on. Is that a 3? I guess that's a 3 for 24.
Curtis is at the line and makes the first shot for North Lamar. Avery Curtis, 5'7" sophomore.
I thought she was passing the ball.
So evidently she was in the act of shooting a 3, and she misses the third shot, but rebound, offensive board for North Lamar, and the shot missed by Kyra Carey. 31-9, 22-point lead. Lady Cats give it up, and coast to coast down the floor. They missed the shot, but there to clean it up is Avery Curtis with a putback off the glass, 33-9.
Great hustle by Hardy to get back.
22-point lead for North Lamar. Is that right? Getting to the point where it's hard to do it in my head. Rainey Johnson for 3. Air ball comes up short and over the baseline.
Again, that's okay. They put the ball up toward the rim. We went second quarter. I bet we didn't get 5 shots on the rim the entire quarter.
It's a 24-point lead, 33-9. Yep. I had to actually do my third grade math there. Here's a backdoor cut once again for North Lamar, and a foul.
That's going to be on Montgomery.
Kyra Carey passing from the right side of the lane to Avery Curtis, and you said the foul was on
KK Montgomery.
KK Montgomery.
24. Curtis is going to get 2 more. This is already 5 free throw attempts in the second half. In the third quarter, she made the first one.
Rattles around a couple of times and falls and makes the second. 35-9. 26-point lead for North Lamar. Boy.
This is where you work on stuff and see what happens.
Presley Hardy in the game for Sulphur Springs, and she takes it over to the far side. We have a foul on North Lamar.
22.
So Carey, her first.
Pennell drove, and they're going to get 2 shots. That was good and aggressive there.
London Pennell, the Lady Cat sophomore, has 2 points in the game, both free throws. And on the way, good. She has a nice...
Yep. Got a good arc.
London Pennell, a 54% free throw shooter coming into the game, averaging 4.2 points per game for Sulphur Springs. Second shot off the heel, ball high into the air, and North Lamar comes down with the rebound. That's Chris Malone. Malone across the midcourt line. Just under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Pass underneath, and putting it off the glass for the bucket is Kyra Carey.
2 more for her. They've just got multiple options going to the basket and are making good passes.
27-point lead for North Lamar, 37-10. Presley Hardy on the dribble outside for Sulphur Springs. Over to Pennell. Now they're trying to go to Rainey Johnson, coming from left to right. Here's a steal effort by North Lamar. She cannot control it. It's over the sideline in front of us. And Lady Cats will get it back. That was Chris Malone going for the steal.
Yep, good hustle.
London Pennell gets it in at midcourt.
3:20 left in the third.
Pennell to Godbolt, and they're trying to set it up to KK Montgomery on the low post, but it's taken away. Rainey Johnson stepping in to intercept for Sulphur Springs at the other end.
Good job getting in the passing lane. Good hustle.
Ball went out of bounds off of North Lamar, and Lady Cats will inbound. With 3:10 to go in the third quarter, it's a 37-10 lead for North Lamar. Didn't see this coming.
Not this much for sure. We're making really a lot of mistakes trying to pass the ball in.
Rainey Johnson has the ball taken away by Avery Curtis, and driving into the paint.
Lane.
And that is Alexa Lane with 2 points, making her move from left to right and off the fingertips from about 8 feet. 39-10, a 29-point lead for North Lamar.
This is turning into a run clock run game. Get it out of your system.
Lady Cats have the ball in the front court. Loose ball on the floor is picked up here by Jordan Jones. I think Lady Cats are just shell-shocked at this point.
They are, right, and it's going to let North Lamar see the pass there. Great pass by Lane.
And that's Kyra Carey. She founds down the block behind the Sulphur Springs defender. Easy banker off the glass.
We've lost any focus we've had right now. So
31-point lead, 41-10. Lady Cats missed a shot inside, and now it is Rainey Johnson from the right elbow who knocks one down. Rainey Johnson, her first bucket of the night. 41-12. Long three for North Lamar. In and out. Long rebound out, and it's out of bounds, and will stay with North Lamar. The three-pointer there missed by Alexa Lane.
We're not going to be happy with her the rest of the game because she's going to be going behind her back, throwing passes and trying deep threes. And so, but she's earned it. She's controlled this ball game.
41-12 inbounds play, North Lamar. And three-point attempt from the left side of the arc. Way off the mark.
That's going to be Sulphur's ball. Tie game.
Loose ball picked up on the rebound, but tie ball, and it goes to Sulphur Springs. Rainey Johnson inbounds in the backcourt. No pressure by North Lamar as the Lady Cats come up the floor. No. Riley Ivory with 4 fouls back in the ball game for Sulphur Springs.
Cammie is too. There's no reason.
And driving down the baseline, Presley Hardy, and she must have.
It was tie ball, so it given right back.
I thought she'd stepped on the baseline there.
No, they jumped it.
Just over a minute to go, third quarter.
Run clock, run.
Lady Cats in a 2-3 zone. They are coming farther out to contest the ball. Now that's taken away by Riley Ivory. Breakaway, and the banker off the glass on the layup.
Good job. That's again where we pinched them out top with a double team and got the steal, and she finished.
41-14, North Lamar. Great defensive play there by Riley Ivory, and then she finishes at the other end. That's her first basket of the night. There we go. Here's a takeaway by London Pinnell for Sulphur Springs. 2-on-1 break to Ivory. Ivory up with the shot, no good, but she's fouled.
So a little spark right quick caused by defense. Number 11, Malone, that's her second. I've got that's the team second, and Ivory's going to shoot 2.
Riley Ivory with 4 fouls is a 47% free throw shooter. The first one off the back iron, no good. She is 0 for 3 so far tonight from the free throw line, and second shot is good.
Got that one.
41-15.
We're trying to catch them right after half court with a double team. And it's causing three straight turnovers, and there's a foul on number 10, Webster.
London Pinnell came up with the ball.
Foul's on number 10, Lacey Webster.
That's her second, team third, so that's 3 consecutive down the court.
May have learned something there.
Yeah, they're acting like it's 1-1. I've got it that's only foul number 3.
That's what the scoreboard says.
That's what the board says. So keep going. 18 seconds left in the third.
Rainey Johnson inbounds on the far side. And she gets it into Riley Ivory. Again, Ivory with 4 fouls. Ivory driving and loops a pass over to the corner on the far side.
I think it's just bounced out.
Kevin Tanton stands up for a lot of the game, and a lot of times when the Lady Cats are on offense at this end, a little bit hard to see around it. And Rainey Johnson gives it up, takeaway for North Lamar, and a pass down the floor, and the easy layup at the buzzer by Chris Malone. Great feed there by Avery Curtis. They do a great job of passing, Tony.
Well, that's what they're doing. It's just fundamentals. That's all it is fundamental basketball.
43-15, North Lamar as we go to the fourth quarter. This is Lady Cats basketball on KSST.
I got 6 points for Sulphur.
Yep.
15 for North Lamar. Yeah, they're just getting spacing and making fundamental basketball, and we've got one at a time moving.
Lady Cats basketball on KSST. Brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. North Lamar leading 43-15 going to the fourth quarter. And we mentioned that North Lamar has won at least 6 in a row going back to the 22-23 season over Sulphur Springs. But, Tony, all of the games have been reasonably competitive.
Yeah, this one's just lost its way. We just need to get out of this one, see if we can continue working a little bit on that press.
Lady Cats inbound to start the fourth quarter. Cammie Shack for 3, rattles off, too long. And the rebound for North Lamar, but we have a tie ball.
It's going to go to North Lamar.
And arrow pointing the Pantherettes' way. 43-15. Remember, we have another game coming up tonight. Wildcat boys at home against the Community Braves. So come on out for that game.
There's 4 or 5 straight getting turnovers now because of getting the ball out of the point guard.
Rainey Johnson came up with the steal for the Lady Cats down low in the paint. Sulphur Springs across the midcourt line. Riley Ivory driving to the right side. Whips a bounce pass across the lane intended for London Pinnell, but it gets free and it will go back to North Lamar. Inbounds play over on the far side in the corner. 43-15. That is a 28-point lead, I think you'll find.
North Lamar has got some subs in that's affecting a little, but they've still got some players going.
Pull-up jumper, no good, and a rebound by Rainey Johnson. The
Good
shot
job.
by Kyra Carey. Long baseball-style pass down the floor taken away by North Lamar. We have a foul as the Pantherettes come into the front court.
Going to be on Hardy, I believe. Yep.
That was on number 4.
Her
Presley
first.
Hardy, her first foul, as active as she
Team
is.
first. Yep, she's giving a little spark.
Sophomore Presley Hardy. 7:02 to go.
They're fixing to empty the bench for North Lamar, so
Pantherettes have the ball in the front court. There's an air ball from the three-point arc, outside the three-point arc, and Rainey Johnson the rebound for Sulphur Springs. Lady Cats into the front court. Hardy over on the far side. Holds it high over her head. Drives to the baseline. Pulls up. Back outside to Riley Ivory. Now London Pinnell for 3. And high off the rim. The rebound to North Lamar. Into the front court come the Pantherettes. And the jump shot from 18 feet, no good, but they get the board. North Lamar continuing to work the ball. In the corner over on the far side. And it's taken away here for Sulphur Springs by Riley Ivory. Lead pass down the floor. And we
Hardy
have a foul.
again. Yep, Hardy trying to get a layup, so she's put some activity in there. 23 for the foul. Nope. Curtis, 24. Her second.
Avery Curtis, her second foul. So Riley
Team
Ivory
first.
trying to go to, and did go to Presley Hardy, who was fouled. Now she is at the line and she misses the first shot.
Hardy has injected some activity for us. I've been impressed with her.
So we've said her brother's Grayson Hardy, the Wildcat defensive back who's going to Louisiana Tech to continue his football career. She misses the second shot. 43-15, 6:02 to go. And a shot off the mark for North Lamar. Long rebound comes out to Hardy. Hardy, left-hand dribble on the run, pulls up near the baseline to Cammie Shack down low. Cammie turns and shoots and gets it to fall.
There we go.
Nice feed by Presley Hardy, and a nice job of the short turnaround jumper by Cammie Shack.
Jones for the foul, her third, team fourth. Cammie was down where she could roll off that left shoulder and put the bucket in there. She hadn't had that in there.
Gets a chance for the three-point play, but she misses. Now 9 points in the game for Cami Shack. 43-17. North Lamar with the lead. And they get the ball down low on the baseline. Nice shot.
That 24?
Yep, by
Curtis.
Avery Curtis, who's having a big second half.
Yep.
She hits that one from about 10 feet out. 45-17. Cami Shack 4-3 for Sulphur Springs. Drills it.
That's what I was telling you pregame is she needs to get more aggressive.
45-20. It's a 25-point lead for North Lamar.
Even in a cleanup situation now. Get your confidence.
Right.
Work on your stroke.
Shack making that three from the corner on the near side.
For Sulphur Springs to be successful, she needs at a minimum 5 of those per game. At least this catch and shoot shots.
Timeout Sulphur Springs, and this is Lady Cats basketball on KSHT. One spot here.
Then with the first quarter, Indiana's ahead 7-0. Morgan just scored. It's 6-7.
Yep.
Extra point.
Lady Cats at home Tuesday night against Texarkana Pleasant Grove, another big district game, Tony.
It will be. It will be. It's important right now for us to be getting a little confidence and working on something the rest of this ball game.
It's a 6:15 start. We'll have it for you on KSST. Lady Cats in the front court with the ball here. Riley Ivory. And over to London Pinnell, and a lob down low for Cami Shack is knocked free, and it will stay with the Lady Cats.
That was just like the night is gone. Cami had position, and it took way too long to throw it over the top.
Inbounds play to Rainey Johnson, and she gets a shot.
I like that shot. Turn around, fade away. She didn't make it, but got aggressive.
Didn't finish the job there, but North Lamar comes down with the rebound. And here is a three-pointer.
Curtis again.
Baseline. That was not a three-pointer, though, was it?
Just a 2.
That's Avery Curtis for 2.
Curtis is lighting it up.
From the right side on the baseline. 47-20. It's a 27-point lead for North Lamar. Again, here's a lob intended for Rainey Johnson down low from London Pinnell.
But they're just waiting too long, and North Lamar's got the weak side coming to help, so that's not going to work.
Ball out of bounds over the baseline off of North Lamar. Lady Cats keep it. They get it in. And now here's a skip pass over to London Pinnell from Riley Ivory, and she's driving inside, and she is fouled.
Got bailed out there. Number 3, Benitez. Her first. Second on the team, and Pinnell going to shoot 2, I believe.
Talend Benitez with the foul. This is London Pinnell at the line for Sulphur Springs, and she misses the first shot off the heel. Pinnell, a 54% free throw shooter, just a freshman, averaging 4.2 per game. And the second shot, also no good. Crashing the board. Presley Hardy for Sulphur Springs. Going for that rebound now off the floor. It's off her hands, out of bounds. But again, Presley Hardy's
earning some playing time right in this game for her hustle.
Really been active. 47-20, a 27-point lead. Kevin Tatton unhappy about something here, didn't get called. With Lamar in the front court, driving inside with the runner, no good, off the iron from 12 feet, and it's Rainey Johnson who comes up with the rebound for Sulphur Springs. 4 minutes to go in the game, 47-20, 27-point lead for North Lamar. Cami Shack on the right side for the Lady Cats. They're moving left to right. Back outside to Riley Ivory, now to Shack for 3, too long. Rebound to North Lamar. And that is Curtis with the rebound.
A good job by Cami, though, setting it. Here comes Hardy again.
Takeaway by Presley Hardy, going to the basket, and she travels. But again, really hustling play there by Presley Hardy.
I have a hard time seeing travel there because I thought that was a block all the way. So good job by Presley Hardy.
3.5 minutes to go. Lady Cats with some pressure in the backcourt here. Pass ahead to the far side over to Chris Malone. And taken away here by Riley Ivory again with 4 fouls. And Cammie Shack also with 4 fouls. But so what?
Well, what happens when you get a blowout like this, too? The referees understand it's going to take a big foul on either one of them to get them out of the game. You're not supposed to, but we know.
Rainey Johnson, near side to London Pinnell, back to Ivory, now to Presley Hardy.
Here we go.
Making a move to the basket on the angle left side, and
she's going to shoot, too.
She's driving inside and fouled.
Number 3 again, Benitez. Her team third, her second.
That's 4 fouls in the quarter on North Lamar, so Lady Cats will go to the bonus on the next foul. Presley Hardy eyes the basket and makes the shot. 3 points tonight, all free throws. Just noticed, I believe she's a left-handed shooter.
She is left-handed, yes. And you can tell she's played some driveway basketball with her brother because she's active and she's aggressive. Good-looking shot on that one, too.
Second shot, good.
If she's not getting to where she's starting, she needs to start being the first one off of the bench.
Right.
Because she has made a difference in this ball game.
Yeah, just a sophomore. 47-22, 25-point lead again. Full court pressure here in the backcourt, and finally now North Lamar gets it across the midcourt line. Get it to the baseline, and then a shot from about 12 feet on the left side of the key is no good, and the Lady Cats come up with the rebound, and now Ivory across the midcourt line for Sulphur Springs with 2.5 minutes to go. Now to Cammie Shack. Shack on the dribble to the near side to London Pinnell, and to Rainey Johnson down near the baseline. Back out to Godbolt, to Ivory. Now it's Cammie Shack on the far side. Shack dribbling from left to right now to Rainey Johnson up high. Now London Pinnell with an open three.
There we go.
London Pinnell, 3-pointer.
That's kind of out of necessity, but there was a lot of good passing there. A lot of that's for the defense from North Lamar.
47-25, 22-point lead for the Pantherettes. They miss a shot, and they chase the long rebound down way outside. Avery Curtis does. And backdoor cut, but there's nothing there. And here's a shot from way outside for North Lamar by Chris Malone. A 3-pointer, good. Top of the circle. 50-25, a 25-point lead. Lady Cats into the front court, under a minute and a half to play now. Sulphur Springs working from left to right. Get down low to Riley Ivory. She tries to make a little skip pass from left to right to London Pinnell, but it gets away. Goes back to North Lamar. 1:12 to go. Boys game versus Community coming up. Probably about 20 minutes or so between games. North Lamar has the ball right now in the front court. And jumper from way outside off by Alexa Lane. And the rebound inside, and we have a tie ball. Moving.
I think they bailed them out.
Avery Curtis, the sophomore, came up with the ball for North Lamar.
That wasn't very good, very well done.
North Lamar inbounds on the baseline, taken away here by Rainey Johnson. Long pass down the floor to Riley Ivory, but Pantherettes get back to stop the Lady Cats. Now a loose ball picked up by North Lamar. Now it's taken away for Sulphur Springs by Riley Godbolt with 32 seconds to go. And another takeaway for North Lamar. This is Alexa Lane. Lane, a 3-pointer from way outside over Rainey Johnson, no good, and the rebound for Sulphur Springs, and the Lady Cats come down the floor with 16 seconds on the clock. Over to Cammie Shack. High post to Rainey Johnson. London Pinnell for 3, and too hard off the rim. Rebound with Lamar,
She's gonna
4
shoot
seconds.
a big one.
And it is Alexa Lane with the ball, and that will do it. So total domination here after about midway through the first quarter for North Lamar, and they win it by 25, 50-25, and they had a lead of as many as 31 points in this game. So we'll come back and recap this one for you and get ready for the boys' game tonight here at Wildcat Gym when Lady Cats basketball continues after this on KSST. Yeah. Actually, that's not a bad idea, James. You want to give us 4 minutes? We could probably use that.
What did it end up? 50 to
25.
25. Yep. Ten, 12, 15, 25. They only had 5 people score. We did too.
I'm 1 off for each side.
Tell me what, I'll tell you. For Sulphur, I've got Hardy with 4.
Yep.
I've got Pinnell with 6.
Okay, I've Ivory with 5, so that may be it.
I've got Ivory with 3, Rainey with 2, and Shaq with 10.
I had Shaq with 12. Oh, no, I see what it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Yeah.
For North Lamar, I've got Malone with 14, Lane with 7, Jones with 9, Carey with 11, and Curtis with 9. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're right.
That adds up to 50-25.
Okay. You said Malone 14?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
So 2 people in double figures for North Lamar.
Okay. Lady Cats lose it to North Lamar 50-25. And Tony, the game just got away from Sulphur Springs late in the first quarter.
It absolutely did. We had a second quarter with 2 points and a third quarter with about 6. We started with 7, 2, and 6, and that's not good against North Lamar.
Lady Cats had a 4-point lead about midway through the first quarter, but it was all North Lamar after that. Their first 3 field goals were 3-pointers.
Yes.
So for Sulphur Springs, Cammie Shack finishes with 10 points. London Pinnell, the freshman, had 6. Presley Hardy off the bench with 4, all free throws. And she got those because she's driving to the basket.
She was aggressive. She made some headway, yes.
Riley Ivory with 3 tonight. Rainey Johnson with 2. Lady Cats had Riley Ivory and Cammie Shack in foul trouble most of the night. For North Lamar, Chris Malone had 14 points. Alexa Lane, who really impressed us, had 9. Jordan Jones had 9. Kyra Carey had 11. And Avery Curtis had 9 points for North Lamar. Alexa Lane with only, let's see, was that 7 points. But Tony, she really she impressed us as much as anybody on the floor tonight. Alexa Lane, even though she only scored 7 points.
She was the difference in the ball game because of her. It was as much with her assists and her leadership bringing the ball down. She was getting the ball to the open person, and if we left her alone, well, then she made the buckets.
Again, this is the first district game of the season for both teams.
Yep.
So it's important from that point of view. Lady Cats now will be 10-12 for the season, but 0-1 in district play. North Lamar goes to 14-9 for the season. Of course, they're 1-0 in district play. Lady Cats in action again Tuesday night at home against Pleasant Grove. And we will have the broadcast for you on KSST at about 6:15. So we're going to take a break here, and we will come back very shortly in less than 7 minutes with the Wildcat boys versus the Community Braves. So come on out for that one if you can. Still plenty of good seats, but we do have a good crowd here.
Got a good crowd. I'm trying to see the score on the semifinal game. It was 7-7. Indiana's fixing to kick off, so I don't know if they got a touchdown or a field goal.
Tony's keeping an eye on.
I got double duty going on.
Oh, the college football playoff between Indiana and Oregon right now.
14-7 Indiana. 40 seconds left in the first, so a pretty even game there. Last night's was a nice game.
We'll be back. We'll just mention that Lady Cats basketball is brought to you by Alliance Bank, VT Medical, City National Bank, Masco Equipment, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, Hooten's Hardware, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. The final, North Lamar 50, Lady Cats 25. We'll be back with the Wildcat boys versus the Community Braves in just about 5 minutes. This is Wildcats basketball on KSST. Yep, that's good. Thank you, James. So it's showing 5:30 on the clock, so bring it back to us here in about 5 minutes.